here at the beautiful, was it, how do I best say it, the 70-degree day out of nowhere on a Friday here
in
in beautiful Kirtland, Ohio at Lake Effect Radio Station.
in November.
I know, that's kind of messed up.
Yep.
But that's what, 2, 3 years ago that we had that.
hmm
Was it before Christmas or Christmas Eve? That was what, 70 something degrees.
I think it was like low 60s, but still, yeah.
That you could actually go outside and sit out and have dinner and
Yeah.
But we're here with Nathan James.
hmm Yeah.
So, what's been up since the last time you were here in April?
It's been since April. My goodness.
I know, time flies when you're having fun, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Quite a bit has happened. The band that you've interviewed the past literally 5 times, I think, here is no
Yeah,
longer.
that's up there.
Yeah, Starlight Secret is no more. For various reasons, but now I'm doing my solo thing. It's still a very similar sound to Starlight
Mhm.
Secret. Partly because I wrote all the songs for Starlight Secret, um, but yeah, like now it's me playing every instrument on the album and just playing acoustic shows here and there. Going forward with every album coming out from now on, though, I plan on having a CD release concert and borrowing band members from other bands. So one full band concert a year.
Wow.
Yeah,
I sort of like that idea.
yeah. Well, because it's being a solo artist, it's difficult borrowing
Yeah.
people and having them learn all the songs for your set. So it's not that these people aren't great musicians and can learn them quick. It's just a lot of work to put together. So
I can understand. But that would. I never thought of that. That would be an interesting thing.
yeah.
Every year, one actual live.
hmm
That's a genius move.
So
That's never heard of.
I know multiple musicians that do it, but a lot of people don't really think.
Or at
of it
least
that way.
advertise it.
Exactly.
Valid.
I mean, you look at a lot of bands that go by their solo name. Like for example, Bruno Mars and the Hooligans.
Mm.
The Hooligans are different band members every tour.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge following of them, so.
Right. But as an example, which for example, Reliant K nowadays, there's only 2 guys that are officially Reliant K now, and they borrow people for shows here and there. So.
I like the idea.
hmm
Especially many other different local artists that come in here, they never say that.
Yeah.
Except I know a few of them, they actually sort of have a band-ish, but
hmm
it's really them that every once in a while get the whole band together.
Yeah.
Not like one perfect example would be Erin Burke up there.
hmm
She actually has a band, but really does more solo things than every once in a while those big get together,
Yeah. So.
I like it.
Yeah.
So with this lovely new one that you have coming out,
Yeah.
what was the whole plot of putting it together?
The album is called The Paramount of All Promises. It is essentially about it is a very biblically driven record. It's entirely
Okay.
based on the Book of Romans. But basically it's an overall synopsis of God has so many promises that he's going to fulfill for people if they trust in him. So that's kind of the idea behind it. There are some
Okay.
songs in there that are very blunt and in your face as far as
Content-wise?
yeah, like the song
Mhm.
"Well, How Does It Feel" is about legalistic people pointing the finger, which is very relevant to politics today. So
Valid.
yeah, um,
Yeah, we have, very much, experience in that within the past, 2, 3 months.
Mhm. yeah. So But yeah, it's I'm very excited with the way it turned out and everything. You'll hear a couple songs from the actual album today, and I can do a few acoustic. So
Okay. Well,
but yeah.
you want to give them a sample of one
Yeah, sure.
at first?
We'll do the first track first, Purpose Driven.
Okay. You want me to actually play it?
The CD, yeah.
Okay. So here we shall go.
I can never let life drift away, just idling as if I'm still the same. Will I even be here? Just disappear. Remembering of how I used to be has led me to assess what I believe is purposeful in truth, with cause to continue to speak as though I'm made different in the eyes of those who listen. God breathe predestination. He's calling my name to show them how I'm changed and conquers everything. Now my life is purpose driven. My many faults are causing me to fall. The blemishless and virtuous still calls me to walk on. With faith I must then place my trust in Him through hardship. God breathe predestination. He's calling my name to show them how I'm changed. Conquers everything. Now my life is purpose driven. Now my life is purpose driven. From death arise, I'm justified by the blood of Christ. Now may He's calling my name to show them how I'm changed and conquers everything. Now my life is purpose driven. Now my life is purpose driven.
Someone fooled me with the ending of that.
You what?
Like a few seconds, from the end of that, I thought it was killing off.
Oh no, the whoa thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was an effect.
That was somewhat a teaser.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I can tell the difference because I have that lovely CD player that goes backwards.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, it's, like the... So, yeah, that was what?
Purpose driven.
So... what was I forgot when it started off. Yeah, 3 minutes 53 seconds, and so yeah, it starts backwards. So, but still, yeah, that was somewhat fulling though. That was a good effect. You don't find that out there that much.
Yeah.
So, but the whole album.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one song out of it, which song would you say is your absolute favorite?
That would be track 8. This is Imperative. It's the most personal to me more than any other song.
Okay.
Granted, I've never had like a severe addiction to things like alcoholism or drugs or anything like that, but my addiction was honestly putting music before people back in the day. Like it got to the point where I got so caught up in it and wanting a career in the entertainment industry that I completely ignored friends, family, lost some friends and family because of that. So that song is essentially I'm about to Ooh.
Oh, it's all good. But okay.
Sorry about that. But yeah, that one's essentially like the perspective of someone who has a severe addiction, thinking that this thing is fulfilling them, therefore they don't think they need anyone or God. So it's kind of like a dialogue with God saying, I don't think I need you because I'm being fulfilled by this. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really didn't expect you to pick that off that quick.
Well, it's ever since I've been recording it, that one is my favorite. Yeah. I mean, of course, I wouldn't record music I dislike, but...
Well, normally, if I would I always like playing here and near, devil's advocate, every once in a while when someone comes in. And, they sit there, it's like, yeah, it's kind of hard. That you always have to say, okay, like, maybe top 3. Yeah, without any hesitation, sheesh.
Yeah.
That was somewhat shocking.
But, yeah, it's pretty cool. And plus, personally, the lead guitar effect that I found for that song fits it so well that it's one of those things where it's like, to me, it's really enjoyable because it's just like, but not at all that I'm tooting my own horn or being like, I'm a fantastic musician. It's just, I think that effect fit this song so well, is all. So.
Valid.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So, which one took the longest?
The longest to
develop or record?
Overall, that would probably be actually, it would probably be Purpose Driven for the sake of the going into the studio. Other than track 5, that was the only song I had that I finished a long time ago. But the only thing I had for Purpose Driven at all was that beginning guitar riff. And it was like...
Okay.
So it was like 30 seconds of a guitar riff, and that was all I had from the get-go for that entire song. And we were gradually piecing it together and adding parts and adding lyrics and melody. Whereas normally, I guess I do this weird. Normally, I come up with a album title first. Because I do pretty much concept albums. I come up with song titles after the album title, then lyrics and melody, then record instrumentation. In this case, I had a guitar riff, and that was it. So...
Not even a name to it.
Not yet, no. And then I didn't even come up with Purpose Driven until after I wrote the chorus, which I wrote the chorus last. whereas normally I do that first and then do verses after. So
But it's no harm always, doing
Oh, yeah.
something backwards.
yeah, or
Alright.
different, yeah. So
Okay. Except I had to ask, where did you get the art from?
a good friend of mine is a graphic designer for, of all things, a law
Mhm.
firm.
Wow.
But he's also really, really good at designing artsy things, whether it's advertisements for something, album art. So
Mhm.
he designed that for me. I sent him photos of some family friends that we had, and he turned it into that front cover. So, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Wouldn't expect that.
Well, I mean, I gave him some broad sense ideas of what I was looking for, and he turned it into
Mhm.
that, which I couldn't have asked for better, personally. So,
Valid.
yeah,
Yeah, would never expect a graphic designer from a law firm.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, he does their ad campaigns on billboards and things like that,
Mhm.
and their commercials, or at least writes the play-by-play script for their commercials.
Sort of the script of it,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Valid.
yeah.
You're somewhat shocking me with many different things outside of the norm this time around.
Yeah, yeah. Well, one thing that makes this really different than any other interview we've had is the fact that I'm a solo artist now.
Well, then, writing song sort of backwards.
Yeah, my connections are different now too. So, granted, Cody, my album designer, has been a close friend of mine for a long, long time. So, I've always had him in my arsenal. But
Valid.
yeah,
So, you know what I'm going to say, right?
no, I don't.
About promotions.
What
It's
what do I plan on doing to promote it, or what have
whether
I?
you have what coming up, different playing,
Yeah,
or like what you were telling me before we even came on.
yeah. The official actual release of this record is December 16th, online. I have tangible CDs for sale, and I've basically been selling them out of the box myself, just because I've actually taken the time to talk to Best Buy corporate and some family-owned, CD stores like Record Den and things like that.
Mm.
Best Buy was unreasonable and kind of unfair. It was jumping through way too many hoops to actually get your CD sold in 2 of their stores, Mayfield and Mentor. And
Sort of don't. Sort of. It wouldn't. How do I best put it? I'm not completely shy.
no, well, yeah,
Without
like
being it.
I mean, it's possible to do that,
Yeah.
but given that I'm not at a level that will actually make them a lot of money, they don't really.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I didn't want to bother with that. It was too much work, and it would have cost me more. I wouldn't have really made anything. I would have paid. But anyway,
Yeah.
and as far as Record Den goes, they were reasonable, but at the same time, that store isn't known for people running out the door with alternative rock, let alone Christian alternative rock. It always smells like incense in there. Most commonly, they're selling the classics like Aerosmith and things like that.
The not what people going in there for actual records.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that too. But and I was
Yeah.
even considering buying and paying for a cardboard cutout shelf that I would have put in there, which they're really not that bad as far as price, but at the same time, to have them sell my CD wouldn't have cost me anything. I would actually make something, but to have the cardboard cutout in there would cost me something.
Yeah.
Because it's soliciting. So, yeah. But yeah, so basically,
understand that, yeah.
the tangible discs I've just been selling out of my car for the past 3 weeks or so. But the album comes out online nationally on December 16th. iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Prime, CD Baby. Yeah. So.
And after that, you have any upcoming different things?
Yeah. I have been kind of filling in at various churches throughout the U.S., actually. On Sunday mornings, so it's not quite the same. I'm not playing my own songs. I'm leading people into worship, but that has also opened doors for concerts. And actually last week, was it Friday? Last Friday I played at a youth rally of about 100 kids, so that was fun. I mean, it was really interesting that a bunch of people aged 12 through 17 actually really enjoyed my music, and I sold, I think, 5 copies that day, so to teenagers, which I was not expecting. But yeah, like, I've been, again, being a one-man band, I play acoustic, sometimes even have a loop machine, but, you know, it's entirely different than listening to the whole record because I played every instrument on there, but at least gives it a general idea of the sound and all that. But yeah, I do have plenty of material written, and I'm already recording my EP that comes out in August. I will, going forward, have a CD release show every year. So tentatively, August 4th will be the EP release show.
Okay.
So, of course, that's a ways away, so people will be like, not remember it at all, or even remember who I am.
They might. You never know.
Yeah, but
necessarily. Yeah, I do what I always do. Lead, everyone in, promotion.
yeah,
Don't worry, that'll be coming back, at near the tail end. I'm just going to sit there and say, what do you have coming up?
yeah.
I'm really good at that.
Yeah, but I mean, keeping to keep track of what's going on and where I'm doing acoustic shows or anything like that, my personal Facebook page is actually the best way to do it.
Okay.
So, and when the album is released online, that'll also be easy access to wherever you want to buy it, Spotify, etc. So,
I do like Spotify, though.
yeah.
I love that now many different local, either solo or actual bands doing
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, I mean, Spotify isn't necessarily like, at least when you're first starting out, it's not ridiculously lucrative, but at the same time, it is very, very promotional. It helps you promote yourself probably equally as much as a corner page ad on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Especially if you start following them, then when they have something else come out new,
yeah.
it shoots you the email saying, hey,
Yeah.
well, blah, 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 has new EP or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because that's the funny thing was at Good Night Tonight, they ended up having something
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
they're
3 weeks, I think, ago.
Yeah.
Something like that.
As far as local scene goes, they're blowing up. So,
Big
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But yeah, they added whatever new. Damn, I don't even remember the track. But yeah, getting that notification. Because I have a huge, just elongated list of
Yeah.
everybody, then, following and all that. And
Yeah.
plus, every once in a while, it's nice to not always have to carry a CD.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And I do actually have download cards too, but those won't do me any good until the official release. Which
Yeah.
I actually thought I would be able to sell them and people would be able to download it the moment I give it to them, starting November 16th, because that's precisely a month before release, but no.
Really?
Yeah. Like, the download won't work until official release, which kind of stinks. But I didn't know that, so I'm learning as I go.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, I'm learning as I go. Granted, I went through disc makers, so
Valid.
yeah, for everything, for Domain to be able to sell my music at these various sites, I'm officially affiliated with ASCAP as well. So,
Okay.
which I don't know if you're familiar with that, but
Not entirely
Pretty
small.
much. Pretty much they are a nationally known company that protects your interests, essentially. For example, let's say someone buys one song off of iTunes of mine and uses it for their commercial and doesn't tell me about it. ASCAP will be like, hey, pay him his royalties.
Okay.
Yeah. They're kind of like the Gilmore security of your royalties, essentially.
Valid.
Yeah.
Except we deal with something completely different than that.
hmm
Yeah, the BMI.
Oh yeah, BMI is the competitor of ASCAP,
Yeah.
so which
So
they both essentially do the same thing, so it's not like one's better than the other. At least I've never really believed that.
I just roll with it. That's what this place always dealt with. So
yeah.
didn't really dig much into the opposite, and
hmm They
you know.
both of them also do copyright protection too. So
Except when it comes to YouTube.
okay.
YouTube just doesn't flat out care.
Okay, good to know.
Like a perfect example, every once in a while, if we have whatever commercial or take a song break, let's say AC/DC or something plays or that. Yeah, when you upload this to your actual YouTube and that, they have whatever that trolls through and that and listens and that.
hmm
And if it's anything like Sony up there on that list, it labels as a copyright.
hmm
It goes and mutes the track in that or the whole video.
Hmm.
You go and fight with YouTube, say, hey, we do this, whatever, pay into that. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They'll mute the track. Unless you go in, edit out the video, taking out the songs, each and every one, if it's multiple in there.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But
YouTube just doesn't care ever since Google took over.
hmm
So there's your... You taught me something, I taught you something,
yeah. Yeah. No, I'm definitely excited for the release. I'm confident it'll do well. I mean, gosh, I've had the CDs for about 3 weeks, and well, granted, I did actually have a Kickstarter for this album, and it was met. So I'm giving people who pledged their copy,
Yeah.
which I'm giving 32, but after that, the rest I'm selling. I think I've sold like 22 already. So,
That's not bad.
I mean, for
Yeah.
being a solo artist with really barely any advertisement about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's definitely not bad at all.
yeah. $220 in 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah.
good odds.
yeah.
So going back to that, what's the next track you want now?
I actually wanted to play This Is Imperative. So, track 8.
Or actually play it?
On the CD.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll do 2 acoustic.
Time is of the essence. Must this be explained? I'm in need of substance. This has brought me through my worst. Why can't I just stay the way that I've been? 'Cause you insist I become a better man. Now all I need is just a taste. This is imperative. But you're wrong to think this'll make things worse. It's just been how I've lived. I've had enough interventions, and I can't take them anymore. There's just been too much tension. Why can't I just stay the way that I've been? 'Cause you insist I become a better man. Now all I need is just a taste. This is imperative. You're wrong to think this'll make things worse. It's just been how I've lived. My life is fine, there's nothing I can't do. Still you say I've got to lift my eyes to you. My life is fine, I don't want anyone else. Yet you say that I can't break this by myself. Now all I need is just a taste. This is imperative. But you're wrong to think this'll make things worse. It's just been how I've lived. It's just been how I've lived. It's just been how I've lived.
That's a valid point.
Hmm.
It did go a lot more better though.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was just pointing out that in this song that you just heard, I barely used any cymbals. And experimented with the way I was singing as well, but
It definitely did flow.
yeah,
Pretty good.
yeah.
Was that sort of, the whole driven of when he started doing it, you had the philosophy of that's how you wanted to go with it at first, or sort of just made
You
it?
mean during the process of writing and recording this
Or
song?
writing, yeah.
With this one, I did actually write lyrics and melody before any instrumentation, other than plucking it around on acoustic. So I had a full idea rhythmically how it was gonna go, but yeah, as far as the drums, I kind of knew from the get-go I didn't want there to be a whole lot of heavy, ridiculous drums with a lot of cymbals.
Yeah, because that wouldn't
Yeah.
mesh
It's-
really well.
It's technically a ballad, but it's not like really, really soft. So moderate is the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Was like moderate middle.
Mm-hmm.
That it wasn't too much or too little.
Yeah.
It's almost like porridge. You know, it was just right. That was a line that you never heard. You know, in a long time, right?
Yeah.
Whoever thought that horrible, thing that we, learned years ago,
Yeah.
that story actually had any meaning until now. See, I had big something funny,
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that is one thing that's different with this interview versus with the rest of the guys formerly known as Starlight Secret is, they made everything funny. Whereas, and I'm not saying that oh screw it, who am I kidding? I'm not funny. I mean, my humor's dry and like dad humor. So I've been told.
We'll work on that.
Yeah. Like here, this is my best friend Mike. See what I mean? Yeah, that was bad.
No.
But
You don't know how many people that's their enemy
no. Yeah. But
that come in and, yeah.
yeah.
So, it is actually sort of funny to me. Oh,
Yeah.
out of this, what song did you have the most hardest time with?
Overall,
Overall, out of it.
probably this was the first single I released on the album Here's to the Broken Believers. That was the last song on this record that I recorded.
Okay.
Because I had no idea how I wanted the instrumentation to go. Like, again, I had vocal melody and lyrics, but I had no idea how I wanted it to sound or come across. So,
A lot of head scratching with it.
exactly, yeah. Like, we would come up with a part and we'd be like, well, granted, I'm also a perfectionist, so, like, if anything of mine sounds remotely similar to something else I wrote, I'm like, nope. Or if I know of someone else that wrote something similar, I still do that. So I'd come up with a riff or something and it'd be like, no, that's too similar to, like, Theory of a Dead Man or something like that. And so,
Okay.
finished product, I think it turned out well. And the way that I wanted it to, but yeah, it was difficult to come up with full band instrumentation for. And then after we finished all of that, it was cool to be able to add some of the cool effects that are in there. So,
Okay. Definitely, I gotcha.
yeah.
You like how I'm just sort of there picking at all
Yeah.
these different parts.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Gotta think of
Which,
my next thing.
Well, one thing we can talk about is the lovely young lady that is featured on track 10.
I know I was sort of saving that, but okay.
Okay.
Why not?
She is her name is Kirsten Orgel. She is right now my best friend.
Mm.
We'll leave it at that. But what's also interesting is when I asked her to sing this part with me, we knew each other, but we weren't as close as we are now. We were still acquaintances, essentially.
Mm.
And she willingly came with me to Columbus and recorded a song she never heard before. And still didn't know me super, super well. So, like, that is amazing in itself. But she does have a great voice. Fantastic voice. It fit really, really well with Bled Confessions. That is the legitimate ballad on the song. That's the one with acoustic guitar, cello, and violin, and that's it. So, but...
That will be interesting to listen to.
Yeah. Well, that one I'll do acoustically
Okay.
shortly. I wish she could have been here today to sing it with me. That would have been awesome. But she didn't use ETB to get time off, earned time benefit.
Yeah,
But
we just plotted out for the spring.
oh snap! Yeah, there we go.
Remember, we have more time.
Yeah, that's true. That'll
We just
work.
plot this out, out there.
Have her come in and sing with me. That'd be sick. But yeah, so it fits. That's it took maybe a total of 5-6 practices for her to get the song down, and then
Okay.
yeah. Because one thing I've noticed that a lot of artists do, they will
Mhm.
say that they feature someone on a song, and it's like 1 10-second part in the entire song, and I'm like, that does not even count as a feature. Like, really? That's to me
true.
that's frustrating, because that's really not giving that person much time at all to shine. So, in her case, she's harmonizing with me and has the entire second verse.
Okay.
So, but she's essentially singing with me through almost the whole song. So to me, that's how a featuring of someone should be. And one thing I determined that I'm going to do for every record that I come out with is feature at least one artist. On this EP that'll come out in August, I will have 2 local musicians. The one guy is named Dustin Allen. He's a good friend of mine. He's the lead
Okay.
vocalist for a band called Hope for the Hollow. I don't know if you're familiar at all, but they're very well known locally. And then I will be featuring on lead guitar for a song on the EP. My other friend Nathan, he plays lead guitar for Titans in Time.
Yeah, I know him.
So Nate Milstein.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be playing some leads on that EP. So
They were up here. Was it last fall? Last time? I think, or spring.
is his picture up somewhere? Are they?
There's someplace up there on that wall.
Huh.
I know that.
Cool.
Yeah, they were up here. Was it?
There they are.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm really good friends with both him and the drummer Matt. So,
Okay.
yeah, he'll be
I
shredding
do
a
like
little bit.
that.
Yeah, he'll be shredding a little bit on one of my songs. I really like welcoming different influences into my music.
Mm.
But and Titans has, I guess, some similarities to my sound, a little, but yeah, it'll be a twist. So
Yeah, I could see that. I'm seeing their
yeah,
in a way, yeah.
but yeah. So
Definitely do
on
see
the EP
that.
there will be 2 different people I'm featuring.
But I do like the idea of that.
Yeah.
At least featuring one person each
Yeah.
time.
Hopefully, each record I come out with, the person will be more well known than the last. I mean, Kirsten is just a good friend
Mhm.
of mine, and I'm not saying that, she's nobody, but at the same time, she's not known to in the music scene of Cleveland, even, whereas Titans very much is, Hope for the Hollow very much is. If I'm lucky and if it's possible, the second full-length record, I've been trying to get a good friend of mine in the active music scene all over the U.S. They're in a band called Phineas.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the lead vocalist to be featured on my second record, but it's a lot trickier because he lives in near Los Angeles, California. So it's
Yeah, that would be more trickier.
yeah. I mean, even thankfully with technology today, he can record whatever his part is in his own home studio and send it to me via Dropbox, which is awesome. But to get him to actually do it has been like pulling teeth. Granted, the second album
Yeah.
doesn't come out for 2 more years, so
Yeah, I could see. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it is a problem, but then little time, but
yeah. I have plenty of
No.
material, but
it'll work out.
yeah.
But never thought of it. Trying to get somebody to do it that's on the other side of the or country.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
That's a valid.
yeah, it's a really cool way to be able to feature someone. They don't even have to pay for a plane ticket or to drive all the way to you. It's really nice. Like I've even got some other connections with other artists in the scene that I can ask. Zach Reiner, the former lead vocalist for Sent by Ravens. That band is a fantastic band. I'm bummed they broke up.
I didn't know they did.
hmm Matt Thiessen from Reliant K. Gosh, he's only like an hour drive from me. But, granted, I really have to pay him to do it, unfortunately.
Yeah, he would be up there on that list.
Yeah.
Huh.
Kevin Young from Disciple, if possible. They're still booming like crazy and touring like crazy, though, so for him to actually have time is virtually impossible.
It's kind of funny.
What?
All the different things of, who's booming, who's,
Yeah,
try to lay low, do
yeah,
whatever and all that.
yeah.
Or the hyenas.
Hiatus.
Yeah. Disappearing off the face of the earth to do whatever.
hmm Yeah, yeah.
Get away from, the touring all over or trying to,
Yeah.
put together something,
It's kind of funny because I've been actively pursuing a career of touring and living in a tour bus. And
Mhm.
like my dream job is to make a living never being home and playing concerts in different states every day. And I've been doing that since I was 11, and now things are gradually progressing. I'm not at
Mhm.
all saying I'm anywhere near that goal, but granted,
Working that way.
yeah, I'm working towards it. The album is actually doing well, even though it's not officially released yet. Granted, I now kind of have this as my side project. I've also been working hard at saving up for a drum set because I have never been the drummer of a band. In the 9 bands I've been in, I was either bass, lead vocals, or rhythm guitar. So
That's something I never knew.
yeah.
Huh.
So this will be my side thing, and once I have my kit, I will actively be looking to play drums for an established band full time. So
Okay.
yeah, although I'm out of practice, that's probably my most fluent instrument. So,
Drums?
Yeah.
You try to shock me each and every time. God.
But well, granted, these are things we didn't really get to talk about with the
That's
rest of the
true.
guys because the rest of the guys were here, and they all had some inputs and all that. So
Well, not including, the whole, like, when you first came here and that,
mhm.
Except I never asked actual, like, dream instrument of playing
Yeah,
and that.
yeah.
I never had that question, so really that was sort of my own fault.
The only experience I really have with playing drums in front of people is for worship teams at churches, which is an entirely different ballpark. Just for the sake of you're not doing it to try to entertain people. Actually, you have to be really conscious of how loud you play as well. Whereas
Yeah.
when you're on stage doing it strictly for fun, you can hit as hard as you want. You can look as ridiculous as much as you want. So, granted, even in churches, I've had people that don't normally enjoy drums say they like watching me play. So I figured maybe this is what I'm actually supposed to do to have a career in music. I've never tried it, so I wouldn't know. So,
Valid.
yeah,
It could be. I do like this.
yeah.
So, you want to do one acoustic?
Yeah.
Your pick.
I'll do Blood Confessions. I was reminding myself of it.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Trust me. Here and there, I had the people, just sit there every once in a while, just flick it while talking. And,
Yeah, yeah.
Or here and there, yeah, like that.
I forget my own songs, so.
No, you're just like everyone else.
Exactly. Exactly.
Everyone else does these things.
Yeah, yeah. The last time I saw, as a matter of fact, the last time I saw Reliant K live, he messed up his own words. So, I mean, it happens.
Oh, that's song-wise. The funny thing, I don't even remember who it was, but they started within a matter of 20 seconds. They started playing that. I said, no, stop.
Yeah, we got to redo it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one time I saw an acoustic set that Skillet played, and John, the vocalist, screwed up the song 3 times and had to restart it 3 times. And because on the 3rd time he finally realized he was playing it in the wrong key. And I'm like, wow, even a pro, like super successful guy even does that. So
We actually had that happen only here once. Someone actually playing in the wrong key.
yeah. Yeah.
And that was when I finally was able to find a group with a banjo.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they were playing that one song,
Mhm.
he ended up in the wrong key.
Granted,
And chords.
I mean, usually when I play something in the wrong key, I just go with it. I'm not going to stop the song. Unless it's just playing way too much out of my range. But I don't think I would mess up that bad. To where, like, I'm playing in C and it's supposed to be in G or something. Like, yeah.
Yeah, the wrong chords and just head off key. But he realized it within 5 seconds and went.
Yeah.
So.
It took John 3 different times to realize that he was playing a half step too high. And we're like, wow. But, no, I mean... Yeah. But anyway, this is Blood Confessions.
They'll mock your flaws and every word you speak, 'cause though it's truth they won't believe a thing. Thought you've seen it all, but nothing is the same. This journey's harder than you've ever faced. You'll find yourself in corruption's wake. Its grip compels your thoughts, but you'll say, don't call this weakness. Such words spoken prove your shame. Total bled confessions that you're desperate to escape the suffering. From this struggle, take acceptance and be free. As you learn, you'll fall. It's how anyone became. A great distinction from the world disgraced. As their hearts dissolve, continue preaching grace. Though still in ridicule, stand strong and sane. Though still in ridicule, stand strong and say, don't call this weakness. Such words spoken prove your shame. Towards your bled confessions that you're desperate to escape the suffering. From this struggle, take acceptance and be free.
can prove your shame toward your black confessions that you're desperate to escape the suffering, that you're desperate to escape the suffering. From this struggle, take acceptance and be free.
Nice.
I actually did not rehearse at all today, so in my mind that was awful, but
Besides the one person calling on the back phone.
yeah. But yeah. So that was my own fault for not practicing today, but
That, I believe that sounded really good. It'll sound even better. Probably when you go back and listen to it.
maybe. But
Come on, you gotta have a little faith.
yeah, I am my own worst critic because I'm a perfectionist. So
We're going to sort of break you of that.
but
I'm really good at those things. Just give me some time. I don't have much time, but I'll take time into it. So, I love doing what I do. If you can have one person to be featured in any song that you want to write, you don't have to pay them, and you can have their time for whatever length to get it done.
mhm.
Who would you want?
Wow.
Now I got him.
Yeah, now that's something I have to think about because there's so many. Um,
I love my hypothetical questions.
uh, someone I always thought that I would really, really mesh well with, singing a
Okay.
duet with, is Hayley Williams from Paramore.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
I could sort of see that.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know which song, but yeah. But I mean,
Okay.
there's other artists that I think would be really fun to do with. Spencer Sotelo from Periphery. Trying to think who. Are you familiar with them at all?
Not completely.
No. Okay. Their genre is called gent, which is it's basically really intricate, bouncy, heavy metal, essentially.
Okay.
A good friend of mine, Parker Muntz, I would love to sing a duet with him. He plays in a funk blues band from Columbus called Forest in the Evergreens. I love his voice, and I think they are in my top all-time favorite bands, my top 5. So, and they're a local band from Columbus. So, but some of the most disgustingly talented musicians I know. So,
Nice.
but yeah, but if I had to pick one first, it would probably be Hayley. So, because I know realistically she'd be super, super difficult to get to do that with you. So, I mean, especially being signed with, which I don't remember if Paramore is still signed with Fueled by Ramen or not, but that'd be,
I'm not sure.
but that would be a label that would be difficult to work with, honestly.
But they haven't put anything out within, what, the past year or two?
Paramore? Oh
Yeah.
gosh. Their
3.
self-titled record has been out since I want to say 2012. It's been a good
Yeah.
4 years, almost 5. Yeah.
I'm trying to think the last. So I looked that up.
Might be 2013, but still.
I think it was 13.
So almost 4 years. That's
So I hit that whole thing one more, or was it one, whenever, within the past 2 weeks, we're back there in the station, I was playing something. It's like,
yeah.
when was the last time Paramore put something out?
Yeah, it's been quite a while. But granted, their self-titled record has been doing fantastic. Otherwise, they would have put something out sooner. It's still one of the highest ranked full albums on the charts. So
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, this one band that I've recently gotten into that I would love to sing with the vocalist. They are originally from Tokyo. They are called One OK Rock. They're also signed by Fueled by Ramen. What amazes me is like the lead vocalist. So they're very, very Japanese. They are. It's their nationality. They have very heavy accents and everything, but they sing English songs with some Japanese in it, but predominantly English songs. And what is fascinating to me is this guy has a very, very heavy accent, but when he sings, you can't even tell he has one.
That would be mind-blowing.
Exactly. It's ridiculous, and his voice is really, really crisp and pure, and it's awesome. I love it. So his name is Takahiro Misonushi or something like that. Takahiro. So I would love to sing a duet with him at some point. But I even wonder how Fueled by Ramen picked them up. But
Yeah, that would be mind-blowing. Well, that's almost like, what is it, the main guy on House.
oh yeah, Hugh Laurie. He's very, very British. You can't even tell he is
I
in
know.
House. Yeah, it's
Never knew that till
Yeah. I didn't either. Like, and even
was
in,
some special thing he was on.
he even played the dad in Stuart Little. You couldn't even tell he had an accent in Stuart Little. So yeah, it was amazing.
I didn't even because I never seen that. Watch that. It was on some special event app somewhere that he was on. It's like, really?
Yeah, yeah. Gosh, another what's another example? I can't think of any more, but yeah.
Then I'm going to sort of bump off from one of the earlier things you were talking about.
Okay.
If you had a choice of anywhere, any certain company to go and sell your CD at a very reasonable price, all over or within a few states in the country, who would you pick?
Honestly, probably Best Buy. Even though I realized that through talking to corporate, seeing if I can get my CD sold in 2 stores wasn't feasible. If I was able to do it, I would. Because there are, if I'm not mistaken, a little over 2,000 Best Buys in the US. Something like that.
Probably around there.
Yeah. So, and they're still very welcoming of having actual CDs and music in their stores. You know, Walmart, Kmart, Target, they have such a bare and minimal selection nowadays, and it's usually teeny bopper pop garbage. I'm venting a little bit there, but you know, it's and I'm also not
Or the Now CDs.
exactly, and I'm not necessarily tooting my horn saying I'm immensely better than all this. I'm not saying that, but you know, I feel like so much music, especially pop music today, has absolutely no substance. And big stores like that sell it. It sucks. So whereas Best Buy
Not
has,
including auto tunes. That's up there.
yeah, Best Buy has a level mixture, a mixture of the pop music and a mixture of your bands you usually don't see in stores unless you go to a Record Den or The Exchange or something like that. So yeah.
Okay.
And I would have a cardboard cutout shelf in the middle of the floor.
At Best Buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every Best Buy in the country.
Every Best Buy in the country. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't help but throw that one out.
Yeah.
But yeah. Cause, yeah, I understand your frustration though
Yeah.
with all that. Not only I didn't realize you were still making now CDs. Till sometime in the spring that we got on that conversation and looked up that they were still making them.
Oh yeah, I think they're coming close to like in the 60s. No, that's what I call music volume 60 or something like that. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, for Pete's sake.
And the sad thing is, we are owner of like two or three up on that wall above you.
Yeah.
So, I understand your frustration.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there still is some great music out there, but a lot of it has absolutely no substance. It's the only thing apparently people care about is a predictable beat, a predictable melody line, very cheesy and not very thought out lyrics. A lot of the lyrics are even derogatory or offensive, and apparently that's okay now.
Yeah, that's
It's sad.
up there.
Yeah.
Definitely the last part. Yeah, that's
So.
up there. Especially more in rap.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Now.
hip hop has become more okay, and apparently it's not a problem to use profanity or talk about women offensively, or it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I just ran through what was it? The Billboard's top 100. Was it yesterday or day before? Going through adding more stuff in that car computer
Yeah,
and just hearing all the different rap. It's like, really?
yeah.
So out of the top 100, it had to be, I want to say, 25 or so rap
Yeah,
or all that.
yeah. Actually,
It's at least, I want to say, 15 or so up there of
Yeah.
like cussing, swearing, all
Yeah.
that storm.
I actually thought of an idea that we can end the session with whenever you're ready to do that.
You tell me.
But basically, also on the side, I'm pretty much thankful that I have an avenue where I can record music dirt cheap, and it's quality.
Mm.
Those two songs, like this entire record, everything, copyright, editing, mastering, recording, artwork, photos, all of it, didn't even cost me $2,500. Right?
Damn.
I mean, yeah. So, granted, I did have a Kickstarter. That helped, but so even if
That's true.
even if I didn't have the Kickstarter, it would have cost me under $3,500 because my Kickstarter was a $1,200 goal. So, but anyway,
Okay.
so besides doing my solo stuff, I also have another side project called Uncover. That is where I take cover songs and turn them into my own sound.
Okay.
And I have one or two I can present, if you would like. Since we were
why
talking
not?
about crappy pop music, I just figured that would have been a good segue.
Yeah, good.
So it's also another scenario where I played every instrument on the song as well. So
Hey, we never done something. We never done something like that before. So
yeah, and which not that long ago I actually had a dream that Uncover was my music career. So like I would tour in my dream. I toured the U.S. with a band and played cover songs that were like my own sound, and apparently it did really well in my dream. It was weird. It's Katy Perry, U2, the Turtles, Owl City. Yeah, it was something else.
damn.
Yeah.
But heck, I was a person that had a dream that a big giant, like, Avatar and that, those
Mhm.
big giant trees, one of those fell through this building.
Oh wow.
For some weird reason, I was in a helicopter above it.
Yeah, dreams don't make sense sometimes.
Yeah.
Granted, that I would never expect Uncover to be my music career, but granted, that's not an impossible dream. So,
Valid.
but yeah,
It's crazy. I
yeah,
like it.
yeah. I mean, of all things that I would want to have a music career in, it would not necessarily be cover songs, but
Life's weird.
yeah, yeah. But I don't necessarily do a lot of active things with that because I have so many other things going on. But yeah, occasionally I'll release a new song, and that is also something I've been getting positive feedback for. So it's cool.
Just, want to break from the norm and sort of jump at it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I also get to experiment with different influences too. So like, some of the bands I listed, I've covered all of those. So U2, Katy Perry, The Turtles, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Huh. I never thought that. I would never expect that one.
Yeah.
That you did hear in your covers and that.
And I
Never
don't.
thought of that.
It's kind of nice too because I don't really have to care what other people think of a band I choose to cover. I couldn't care. I don't even really pick the most popular songs. I just pick the ones I like. It doesn't really matter to me because I do it for fun. No, I mean, Wide Awake is a very popular Katy Perry song, but she has others that are more popular.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Yeah. But
So, what do you want to do?
well, I can.
You can throw one of those
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
or both.
What, do one more original and throw a cover?
Could do that.
Okay.
Or vice versa.
Okay. I
We can
can.
go backwards.
I can do one more acoustic first. I actually want to close with the cover, so. Because it's ooh, I know what I can do. We will close with me showing you a snippet of the original recording of the song, and then my version, and then people will really be like, that is
Okay.
drastically different. So
I like it.
yeah,
I'm including I have to throw in the whole promotion thing again. Because I'm just consistent at these things.
yeah. Hmm. Trying to think which one I'll do. Well, since I referenced it a little bit earlier, I'll do the blunt one.
The blunt one.
It is called "Well, How Does It Feel?"
Yeah.
So this concludes what I said in reference to being dead, but you live excuse and pretend to speak righteous words to no end. And whoa, let's take a second now. Did you hear that none deserve such love? And whoa, you still expect the crown. Can't you see your nonsense self-destruct? Well, how does it feel? Through time you've sown such contempt.
with no remorse. You do it again, filled to the brim with yourself, that you miss the point of anyone else. Have I made this clear? Whoa, let's take a second now. Did you hear that none deserve such love? And whoa, you still expect the crown. Can't you see your nonsense self-destruct? Well, how does it feel? Put on a faith facade, breathe easy's truly lost the purpose of the cross. Hey, let me get this through your head. Ah. And whoa, let's take a second now. Did you hear that none deserve such love? And whoa, you still expect the crown. Did you hear the self-destruct? Well, how does it feel?
Whatever, man. I messed up, whatever.
It happens.
Yeah. I was not.
Well, compared to that one noise, I wouldn't have realized.
Yeah,
See, you would have fooled. Would have
whatever.
fooled me.
Whatever. I'll have better interviews. So,
Hey, you could see it's practice.
yeah. But,
Try to come up with something, you know.
yeah, I probably could have even stuck with just playing songs off the CD, and that would have been fine. Whatever. No big. But yeah, do you have like an aux cable?
Yes, I do.
So, the,
Not including check or your release to iTunes and all that.
yes, December 16th is the official day. That's a Friday. It's essentially a week before Christmas, or a little over a week, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just Nathan James. The album's called The Paramount of All Promises. You can check out details about it at facebook.com/NathanJamesRock. So, yeah.
See my lovely, consistent self.
Yeah. So let's see the cover I can present. Here, I'll let you pick. We can do Simple Plan, Owl City, Linkin Park, Enya, or yeah, we'll leave it at that. Simple Plan, Owl City, Linkin Park, or Enya.
Gotta go with Linkin Park.
Okay.
Because I've been really old school on them.
Okay. So I'll do the original first. Which, this is a pretty familiar song of theirs. It's called Waiting for the End.
Okay. It's been a long time.
That's a commercial. It's YouTube.
God
Yeah.
bless YouTube.
They never used to have commercials. What the heck, man?
Oh, ever since Google turned it over.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Yo. This is not the end, this is not the beginning. Just a voice like a riot rocket every revision. But you listen to the tone and the violent rhythm, and know the words sound steady, some empty within them. We say yeah, with fists flying up in the air, like we're holding on to something that's invisible there. Cause we're living at the mercy of the pain and the fear. Until we get it, forget it, let it all disappear.
Waiting for the end to come, wishing I had strength to stand. This is not what I had planned. It's out of my control. Flying at the speed of light, thoughts were spinning in my head. So many things were left unsaid. It's hard to let you go. I know what it takes to move on. I know how it feels to lie. All I wanna do is trade this life for something new, holding on to what I haven't got. Sitting in an empty room, trying to forget the past.
So that's a snippet of it.
Yeah, that's the snippet of the original,
Okay.
and I kept this one fairly similar, but it's still different.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I never heard that song before.
it's off of 1,000 Suns, I think.
Okay.
Come on.
That's one thing I'm seeing there listed. It's like, yeah, I haven't listened to this Linkin Park song
Why
that
isn't it
much.
play? Huh.
Technology failing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, technology. I hate that. It's almost as bad as Google.
I'll see if I can find it.
I completely understand that. Technology. Compared to the funny thing is, the one person that keeps on calling me, he's
Here we go.
asking something dumb.
Huh. Then play, for Pete's sake.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
oops, my bad. I forgot I turned off the channel.
This is not the end, this is not the beginning. Just a voice like a riot rocking every revision. When you listen to the tone and the violent rhythm, though the words sound steady, something's empty within them. We say yeah, with fists flying up in the air, like we're holding on to something that's invisible there. When you're living at the mercy of the pain and the fear, until you're dead it, forget it, let it all disappear. Waiting for the end to come, thoughts are spinning in my head. So many things are left unsaid. It's hard to let you go. I know what it takes to move on. I know how it feels to lie. All I wanna do is trade this life for something new. Holding on to what I haven't got. Sitting in an empty room, trying to forget the past. This was never meant to last. I wish it wasn't so. I know what it takes to move on. I know how it feels to lie. All I wanna do is trade this life for something new. Holding on to what I haven't got. What was left when the fire was gone? I thought I felt right, but that right was wrong. All caught up in the eye of the storm. I'm trying to figure out what it's like moving on. And I don't even know what kind of things I said. My mouth kept moving and my mind went dead. Now picking up the pieces, now where to begin? The hardest part of ending is starting again. All I wanna do is trade this life for something new. Holding on to what I haven't got. I'm holding on to what I haven't got. Holding on to what I haven't
I'm definitely impressed.
Yeah. So that's a idea of Uncover. So
It never took you to be the one to do that.
yeah. Well, granted, a lot of the songs I do pick for that are not the most well known for each artist. So, and I do that strictly on the side with not really an intention to make it my
No.
main thing. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
definitely interesting point.
yeah, the Nathan James album for now will be my main thing until I have an established band that I play drums for. But
That'll be interesting.
yeah, I definitely look forward to it. So
Yeah. Definitely that'll be interesting, you on drums.
yeah,
One day we'll have to try to get you up here with an actual drum set
Oh,
to
that
join our established.
that would be tricky. Just playing drums in this room would be ridiculous.
Oh, we done this.
yeah,
You know we done this.
yeah.
Yeah, we have to christen you to the idea.
Yeah,
Are you down for this crazy idea? Maybe.
possibly. We will see. But
Yeah, we'll find out.
yeah, but all right.
Oh.
Thanks for having me today.
And thank you for coming. It's
Yeah.
been a pleasure.
Yeah. So I'll be more prepared next time.
Hey, it's our
It's my first one in months, so
yeah. Then surf a test ish.
yeah,
You know, establishing new waters.
yeah,
You know.
solo stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe the next time I'll have a full band that I'm on drums for, And then that'll be a different conversation because I'm only on drums. So
I know. God, we got to figure this out.
yeah.